Is this the first time you guys have been on screen together, though?
Yes.
This is the first time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, I would know. I would have remembered if I was in a movie with Kate Blanchett.
Yes. Look at the body language.
What does my body do? What
Your
does my
body
body
language
say?
is like this.
I
What does
feel
that
like I
mean?
have, because I feel like if I just sit normally, things don't look right. I feel like I
That
look
looks
better.
so much better.
I feel like I look sexier back here.
Yeah.
But I'll go back.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, what's going on
It's
already?
a children's movie.
Yeah, we got to cut that bit out.
Well, this must have been repressed. This kind of chemistry was obviously held back from the film.
Yes, there's
You
a
couldn't let
deep
it out.
history between our characters, but it's not that.
Now, we established there's a house, and we know that there is probably a clock in the walls.
Yes.
So far, that's all we know about it. What more can you tell me about the film?
There's a boy who tragically loses his parents, and he has to come live with his eccentric uncle, Bing, who is also, turns out to be a warlock, and my best friend who lives across the street, this one right here, who is a witch, and we teach him our magical ways, and in the meantime, he's trying to fit in at school like a regular kid, and he's feeling kind of insecure, so he uses his magical powers to try to fit into that real... I'm not good at explaining a movie because I end up saying every single thing that happens.
You know what?
Anyway, there's a house and it has a clock in the walls,
in the walls.
and it's going to turn time backwards to eradicate the human race.
It's a great family film. The
It
kid's
is.
not too young. It's a bit scary for really young kids, maybe, isn't it? But I would have thought 7 or 8 and up.
What,
is
6 months?
Yeah.
Something?
yeah.
My boys love a good scare. I mean, I think you know if your kids like those kind of movies. I have to draw the line because they want to go see, like, really scary rated R movies. I'm like, no, I need to watch it first before I allow them to see, like, the nightmare-inducing movies. But this one is, like, ready for viewing for the kids of all ages, in my opinion.
How old are your boys?
10 and 12.
Okay, and have you made errors of judgment in the past? Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
allowed them to see films that are the...
Oh, yeah. You've made massive errors.
I've made it, yeah, of course. I mean, that's the thing about parenting. Of course, it's trial and error. But, you know, I'm right there with the remote.
Yeah.
So I can pause it in the middle of some naughty bits if I
I mean,
need to
how
rewind.
young were they when you showed them The Shining?
The Shining? No, come on. I have not shown them a Shining.
I was going on a trip, and my husband said, I'm on top of it, it's good, we're going to watch a movie. Had my bags, getting ready to go to the airport. My 4-year-old son was watching The Shining, and it's like, a bit early.
There you go. So you must
Do
get
you
that...
think he's going to let me? Can I?
Well, what are you going to do? I don't know what you're going to do.
Go.
Okay.
It's not long enough, is
It's
it?
not quite long enough.
What's the longest you've had it, Jamie? How long do you let it go?
I let it go fairly long sometimes. I'm very lazy. That would be my
So
main
you just don't
reason
like
behind it.
shaving? You just don't enjoy shaving?
I hate shaving.
Why?
I also hate my face without a beard.
You hate your
Stop
face?
I
it!
swear to God, I really hate it.
Well, you're not very attractive, but you're not bad looking. I mean, don't beat yourself up, Jamie. You're fine.
It's probably a positive thing for a lot of people, but I always think I look really young and like...
Oh,
I look like...
please.
Yeah. Don't you hate looking young,
Seriously,
Davina?
it's a nightmare. It's
Okay,
a nightmare.
what do you not like about your face? What are your worst features so we can get a close-up? What do you not like about... it's just the general youthfulness. You think you look too boyish, too
I think
babyish.
when I look clean-shaven, I look like a thumb.
You didn't audition for the lead, did you? You auditioned for another partner.
For Gillian's part. Thought they gave a very good audition too.
Did you go for the copper?
Yes, Olsen, who dies
yes.
in the second episode.
Oh, no spoilers. Come on.
In the second episode of the first
Of the
series.
first series.
Some people might not have seen it.
Actually, everyone's seen it.
You thumb face.
I did audition for the good guy, for a police officer.
And
That's so good that you... Sorry, but how great is that you went from that part and then they said, actually, we'd like
I know,
you
because
to...
usually it actually happens the other way around. You go in for, like, one of the sort of jazzier parts in a production and you sort of think it goes relatively well or whatever, and then they say, look, they loved you, but they're going to bring you back in for, you know, the postman or something. You're like, oh, well, OK.
But were you worried then that you got passed over for being the good guy and they just said, well, no, you know, but you clearly are a psychopath?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what that says about me, but when I'm trying to be... Maybe it's my resting face.
Yeah. You've only got a softer accent left, really. I don't know how strong it was when you were younger. You're from Belfast, aren't you? Is that right?
Yeah, just outside Belfast.
OK, but in America, sometimes they struggle with your accent, don't they?
They do. They're really going to struggle with Siege of Jadaville because I've got a County Kerry accent, which is right down at the bottom of Ireland, and it's quite intense. And we softened it for that reason.
And so the Americans, so you have to make it more palatable to their ears.
I think you do, yeah. Not to take anything away from their, you know, capabilities to understand.
We're not
but
dissing
they do.
the-
But Americans on the news and stuff, they do that all the time with Irish people. It's so racist.
Well, they put subtitles on you sometimes, haven't they?
They have done that, yeah. But I think one time I presented an award and literally was so nervous I couldn't speak properly. It was like gibberish, so actually intrigued to know what the subtitles said.
Because you yourself didn't know.
No, I was nervous and I had a few drinks and it was a bad idea.
Now, how would you describe Stranger Things to people who haven't seen it?
I'd say it's a supernatural thriller that is very intriguing. There's a really cool cast.
It's about a boy who goes missing, who vanishes into thin air, but he vanishes to the unknown. And his family and friends come look for him. Me and Gaten are one of his friends.
Yeah.
And we find this strange girl.
Who messes everything up.
Yeah, technically.
Well, it's been huge, hasn't it? I mean, would it be fair to say that it's changed all your lives? Of course, you're very young, so anything that's happened is going to change your lives, I guess, to an extent. But it's changed your life. I mean, you must get recognised just about everywhere. Have you noticed that that effect? Have you had a lot of fan attention?
Definitely. I've been getting recognized on the street all the time. I mean, there's somebody that actually tattooed me on their arm.
Wow.
Two instances that I know of.
Right.
It's really weird.
I mean, yes, it is peculiar. I wouldn't have a child on my arm, but, you know, but they're just very intrigued by our characters. It's weird, but nice.
I'm guessing none of you have any tattoos yet?
No.
No, good.
I'm 47.
Are you tempted to have tattoos when you're old enough to legally have tattoos?
I'm scared.
You know, I don't think I would mark my body.
No, good.
I'm not going to ruin all this chocolate, so. And he's very loyal to his friendship, and he's always going to look after everybody. He's always going to have
Except
everyone's
for me.
back.
And Gaten, you play the other friend, of course.
I play Dustin, the food-loving, one-liner king character. But
That was a lot.
yeah, I think that sums it up.
Let me, one of the distinctive things, and people notice you have a distinctive way of speaking, Gaten, and that is built into your character, isn't it? Because there's a condition, and tell me if I'm saying this right, or you should perhaps say it. It's cleidocranial dysatosis?
No, well, back in the 80s or the 70s, it was called cleidocranial dysostosis, but now it's called, the correct way, cleidocranial dysplasia.
Okay.
I need a lot of surgery, and I have a really mild case, and a lot of people have it much worse than I do. And I feel like putting it into the show is really raising awareness for it. And I'm lucky that mine was very mild, but now that it's in my genes, which it usually is passed down through genes, it wasn't for me. It just happened. So now that it's in my gene, I have a 50% chance of passing it down in my genes, and it could be much worse for them. But yeah, I just want to raise awareness for it and let people know that it's not something they should be afraid of showing.
Well,
Let me ask you this.
yes, yeah.
Your eyebrows, you've got some prodigious eyebrows.
They're all mine as well.
Right. These days, do you have to do a little clipping of the odd one that gets a little long, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, of course, as a man gets older, the hairs grow longer all over. We know this, I guess, for women as well. Would that be right, Catherine? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
What do you mean?
You're very smooth. You are very smooth.
Yeah.
You are very smooth. And the lightest hair, the lightest, blondest little cilia hair.
Do you know what I'm told? That we want to have a bit of hair. On television, it looks dewy.
What do you say? Julie?
Oh, no. She means like dew on a plant in the morning. Moisture.
Oh, dewy.
Yeah.
Dewy.
Yeah, she's...
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Dewy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, because you've got blonde hair like this, and it's very lovely, just a bit of whitish fuzz. When my wife, the delightful Canadian Emily, who was in the Olympics for Canada in 2000.
In which event did she
rhythmic gymnastics. There she is. Look how lovely.
Yeah.
I was there in the room when she gave birth to our 2 children. Charlie Ocean was our first child. 3 years ago, he was born on the 4th of July, Independence Day, believe it or not.
No.
Fitting.
So he's 3 and some, and then we had River Joe, and he's like 19 months. But I was right there and helping do what I could.
What is that you were helping me there? Stirring a pot or something. What are you pulling with a rope?
No. Well, she's very, as you can imagine, she's not only a rhythmic gymnast, but a contortionist and an aerialist. So, yes, even now, well, she's in world-class shape right now, even now, and at the moment of her birth, of the birthing, her legs needed to go all the way back. They went way, way back, yes, because Charlie's shoulder was stuck. I won't go into the details on her pelvic bone inside, and there was some last-minute rearrangement, and she had to really push.
So she got the legs back?
And I had to hold one leg way back.
Wow. Who held the other one?
A nurse. Oh. They all came in. It was a wonderful, wonderful team effort. But I tell you this, and this is why I got into it. I was this close to her, so I was holding her leg back, and I was like, "Come on, baby, come on," and looking down there and looking at all the things. And I tell you this, I don't know, I've never heard this reported. I saw, because she has some lovely, like you, she reminds me of you, some lovely cilia, I said, or white, fuzzy, beautiful, white peach fuzz, yeah. When she was pushing, and she was pushing hard, and the veins were kind of standing out, the hair, all her white little hair, stood straight out.
Whoa.
Like that. I tell you, I'll never forget it. I was right there, and it was...
Except it was the left.
Yeah, way back.
Chris, do you want to hold the other one?
There we go. And then we come back to baby. Oh, my God.
I mean,
Spectacular.
I almost leapt forward to be the baby then, but I thought that might be misconstrued.
I'd like to see you as a baby.
Well, I was delighted when I heard you had children, because, I mean, it's kind of, well, please don't take this the wrong way, but kind of later in life than many people, of course.
Yes, yes.
And when I met you, I thought you would probably never have children, because I thought you were very focused on your career and perhaps also very selfish. So it was lovely.
I think you're probably right. I remember when Emily said to me after a couple of years, gee, this is, and it wasn't as if she had a plan or...
She did. But go on. Go on.
Well, I was vigilant. I was my antenna were out for where she was at about the whole thing, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do enjoy my kids now. They came here, and we kind of went separately. I was in New York. I had to be doing some publicity for this album that we're going to talk about, and she got them all over here. And the first time I saw them was right before I came to the show here. I was at the hotel.
So they're here in town with you?
They're in town
How
with
lovely.
me now. I know. But I FaceTimed them and I missed them. And they said, "Oh, don't leave. I know you got to get in the car, but Charlie really wants to see you. He's the 3-year-old." And boy, when I saw him in the hotel, he lit up and he said, "Dada," and he came over and hug and bisou. That's the kiss, you know. And we did that. And then just before I left, I got in the car and I said goodbye. He yelled out across the street, "I love you to little bitty pieces."
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I say to him. I whisper it in his ear, and we had a little joke. Maybe it's manipulative. I don't know. I was whispering, and I would go as a joke. That's a secret. Don't tell anybody. And then he would go, "I love you to little bitty pieces." So I enjoy hearing him. He kind of yells anyway. So he said that. I know it's a corny story, but it really...
It's a beautiful story.
I adored it, you know.
Hey, I'm very excited Jeff's on the show, not just because he's one of my favourite human beings, but also because he has brought out an album. Genuinely, this is my favourite album of the moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you,
this is amazing.
Jonathan's second favourite.
Well, I haven't had the chance to listen to yours yet. It's Jeff Goldblum with the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. Now, there isn't a Mildred Snitzer in the orchestra, I don't believe.
No, that's the name that we came up with. I started to play out and about with great musicians about 30 years ago, just because I love it. And a couple of years into it, we were asked to do the Playboy Jazz Festival at the Hollywood Bowl, which I'm sure you've played at and conquered many times. And we've been doing it under the radar. And they said, you know, we're going to have a program. So for the program, you got to come up with a name. And in a day, I said, well, we had this friend in Pittsburgh, Mildred Snitzer, who was a friend of my mom's, used to come over and get down on the floor and exercise, kind of ahead of her time, and she lived to be 103 or 4 or something like that. And then I saw her. I hadn't seen her after I left Pittsburgh when I was 17 until we started playing, and then we were playing at some place in Los Angeles, and I'll be darned if one night she was in her 90s then, she kind of comes in and she's dancing and she's got a sequin, and she said, "Hi, I'm Mildred, and this is my band," and that was Mildred.
How wonderful that she saw you.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Did she sing?
I don't think Mildred sang, no. I don't think Mildred sang.
I do.
Wow.
I know you do.
So, didn't you come out to greet a tour bus that came to your house one day?
I did, yeah, which was a mistake. They came up and I offered them to come up to like have some champagne with us, and then I just ran downstairs and said hello to everybody and took photos with everybody, which seemed nice at the time, but then people would not stop coming to my house. Yeah. I mean, waiting at the top of my stairs for me to get home, which is really terrifying. Yeah. You know, when you walk up and there's a bench right outside of my front door, and I'd walk up and people would just be sitting there. Terrifying, you know? And
but as a scary character, can you not like
You
be
should
a
have been
bit
like,
scarier to
"Drugs
them
and
and be
drugs."
like,
what are you doing?
Yes.
You know, Jesse actually isn't scary. Even when he tries to be scary, he really isn't a very scary character.
He's a sweet guy.
Yeah.